You're probably wondering why my feet are wet. Well, yours are going to be too if you come out and join us on October 8th for some of our great excursions. One of the excursions that we've got that starts first on Saturday is the Green Swamp Stomp. And yes, you're going to have an experience like none other. Standing in the middle of a cypress dome, up to your knees in water, and just serenity all around you. It's one of the most peaceful experiences you could ever have. Or you can join us for one of our other excursions. We've got Wings and Wildflowers at Catfish Creek State Preserve. It's one of the most spectacular sights on the Lake Wells Ridge. Here you've got the mountains of the Lake Wells Ridge, topography up and down, and bright white beach sand. You're going to see some great species out here, such as the Florida scrub jay and some of the really rare plant species that we have occurring on these Florida ancient islands. Another way to get in the water on Saturday is to kayak the Peace River with your expert tour guide, Mike Britt. He's one of a few that spent actually an entire couple days kayaking the entire Peace River. Where did they end up? The Gulf of Mexico. That's right, the Peace River leads all the way from Lake Hancock in Polk County all the way down to Charlotte Harbor National Estuary, eventually ending up in the Gulf of Mexico. Mike Britt is sure to take you on an exciting tour showing you some of the wildlife and sounds of the Peace River that day. Or you can kick back and join the cowboys. That's right, go to Lake Kissimmee State Park, where biologist Eric Eggensteiner is going to take you around the park, pointing out some of the fascinating wildlife and wildflowers that are there. And you'll end up at the cow camp. You'll be joined by the local cowsman who will stay in his character at his little shack by the cows and tell you all about life was for the old cowmen of Florida. Or are you a night owl? You want to stay out late? Or do you enjoy gazing at the stars? You can join us for a stargazing astronomy night at one of the premier astronomy sites in Central Florida at the Lake Wells Ridge State Forest Prairie Track. It's special access. This property is not open to the public, so you get special access this night to come in and do your stargazing. Another excursion in the Green Swamp, if you're not ready to get your feet wet, is to head up to Colt Creek State Park. In the afternoon, park manager Scott Spalding is putting on a program called Snakes Alive. He's bringing his snakes in to talk to you more about Florida's native snakes, poisonous, non-poisonous, and also talking about some of the exotic snake issues that we have in Florida. Stay late with Scott though, because he's got a night tram tour through the swamp. If you think the sounds of the crickets calling after a rain are loud, wait until you're into the swamp late at night with Scott and you hear the frogs calling and the crickets singing their nighttime songs. It's a lullaby you sure don't want to miss.